Yes, thank you. Okay, Natalia.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. We are really glad to have you here and be part of this series of webinars. So, continue with our working plan called Improving Your Teaching English Skills. Remember, first the speaker is going to give the speech, and then you can raise your hand and ask questions, or you can type in the chat box. Today, we have Mrs. Saliana Binti Swalodi, who is from Malaysia. She has a master's degree holder in applied linguistics. She has been involved in teaching English at tertiary level University Sultan Zainal Abidin, Terengganu, Malaysia, for more than 10 years. She is currently a coordinator and committee member of MUET and Summer Camp Program, responsible leader for the income-generating programs involve local and international students to join community at UniCZA. Love to upskill her teaching profession. She has completed several MOOC, including short courses from University California, Irvine, and University New South Wales. Other than join membership to the professional bodies like MELTA, MEAAL, and IELTA. During her experiences teaching English for mixed ability students from foundation diploma and undergraduate levels, she earns many opportunities to grow her teaching methods and approaches. Proudly received the Best Innovation Award from 2020 and 2021, she has immersed experience from both physical and virtual presentations in national and international innovation competitions, UniCEL, MPI, IUCEL, and won medals for her innovation in IR, VR, and mobile apps. Go ahead, Mrs. Selena Binti Swalodi.
Hello, hi. Thank you, Mrs. Natalia. So please allow me to share the screen.
Johanna? Okay.
You can share. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen now? I am sharing the slides.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I did. Okay. Hola, everyone. Buenos dias, everyone. So here I'm at Malaysia now. Buenos nachos, isn't it, Dr. Carlo? Good night. It's buenos nachos, isn't it?
Good evening.
Mi almo Saliana. Mi almo Saliana, please, yeah.
Yes,
Please
good.
correct me if I'm wrong. Mi almo Saliana, ¿cómo estás? Peruvian English teachers.
Your Spanish is very well. Really?
I'm trying my best. It is actually, I reminisce my time, my very good young time during my 18 years old time, when I watched the very famous Mexico telenovela here at Malaysia in TV local program named Ruby. The actress was Mori Barbara. She was very stunning, very awesome, and very gorgeous. So I was like reminisce my very young time then watching those Mexico telenovela. So I catch up not some of the words and very good Spanish language, right? So now I'm so excited and to practice my Spanish language with you. So correct me if I'm wrong, yeah? Okay. So today, improving your teaching English skills. So thank you for the university and Dr. Carlo then for inviting me. And I was approached by Madam Nirmala from Chetan to be this webinar. So first and foremost, that I feel very honored to be one of the speakers for this webinar for the university. National University of Frontera. A little bit background of mine. So I have now I am currently an English teacher at University Sultan Zainal Abidin, Terengganu, Malaysia. So Terengganu is located at the east coast of Malaysia. If you come to Malaysia, please come and visit Terengganu. Yeah. So I have been nominated to Microsoft Innovator Educator 2022, just newly nominated, and so I've been in teaching for about 11 years. Okay, it's just a very short time. Yeah, Dr. Carlo, how many years that have you been at this university? It must
Recording
be
in progress.
It must be more than 20 years old, Dr. Carlo.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just 11 years in teaching. So I still have a little background, a little experience in teaching. But okay, please allow me that to share some of the experience that I have during my teaching years here at UNIZA. So for today, then to fulfill the theme of the webinar that improving your teaching English skills. Right, so I am going to share my topic of my presentation, use of augmented reality, application, AR, and mobile apps in teaching and learning at higher tertiary institution. So how actually we gonna, I'm going to minimize this because it disturbed me on how actually I should minimize this. Let me minimize. Okay, how actually we can improve our teaching English skills? There are so many ways. So for this time, then I would like to share with you, with the Peruvian, the English teachers, on how actually we can play with technology in education. So somehow it can help us to be a better teacher, and also as well as we can help our students that to be interested to learn English or to learn language with us. Okay, so before I go further about all those innovations and all those technologies, then I would like to bring some insightful info or suggestions or research findings that I have found in the Harvard University's website. It was from Christina Hinton. So Christina Hinton, she believes that happy students are motivated students. So we as English teachers, that we believe and we agree that for the language learners, they have to have a good motivation, right, to learn the language in a long run. Because of language learning, it takes a long process, lifelong process. So their motivation is really needed. So for the Christina from the Christina Hinton, she believes on how actually we can make our students and keep motivated. Okay, being motivated to be in our class is by making them happy. Okay, so there are many suggestions. There are several suggestions by Christina Hinton, but I just bring to 2 points here. Okay, that is something that we can refresh our mind, that we can actually self-check ourselves. Okay, it is very useful reminder, useful points I found from this writer, Christina Hinton. Number one, happiness is positively associated with intrinsic motivation for all students and also with extrinsic motivation. So when it comes to motivation, there are two types of motivation. Okay, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. It can come from the inner or from the students themselves, or maybe it comes from the outsource, okay, from the external outsource. So we as English teachers, then we can ask ourselves, we can always check what kinds of extrinsic motivation then we have provided our students, and that what is that really impactful or not? Is it suitable or not for their level, for their backgrounds? Okay? So what is extrinsic motivation that we can provide as English teachers? Okay? So mentioned here by Christina Hinton, there are like rewards, praise, or avoiding punishment. Okay, so the idea here is that me and my team's innovation is that we try to provide this extrinsic motivation through the using of the textbook, or we know it as a module or book or reference book that we always use in class. So we try to innovate. We try to inject some technology inside just to boost some motivations, okay, among our students. That's the idea. That is a preview of it. So by using the book, the book will not become a normal book which everyone will turn the page. Okay, everyone, please turn page 1. Please turn to page 4. So everyone, the students and also the teachers will turn the page and starting to read and so, or do some exercise, writing exercise. So not only that, they will go further. They will explore more than that. Okay, from the book. That is the innovation, and that is actually the idea on how actually we can improve ourselves in teaching. And number two points, okay, by Christina Hinton, happiness is predicted by student satisfaction with school culture and relationships with teachers and peers. So school culture here, if any of the English teachers here or any of you, then do you have any opinions or do you have any views? What do you think or what do you understand by school culture? Anyone, any teachers that would like to share? What do you understand by this statement, school culture? No. Okay, none of the teachers is okay then. For me, personally, okay, this because of school culture, it can be, it can be any. You can have your own view, right? For the school culture, you can have your own thoughts. You can have your own perceptions. That's why I asked. So for me personally, then what I believe, what I understand by school culture, like for example, yeah, I give some example then to make it clear what I understand based on this statement, school culture. For example, in class, okay, we try to teach students, we try to train the students and to use the technology. Okay, for example, they can use their smartphone. So everyone, okay, please take on take off your smartphone and let us use their smartphone. Let us download these apps. Let us use together, and I will show you on how you do it. That happens in class. But when they go outside the class and when they run their own life and their routines, they are being cultured and to use a smartphone for the education purpose. So they will like familiar than to use the smartphone than to download the apps and then to use it for the other educational purposes, and they will keep continuously using the smartphone for the educational purpose. That is actually what I understand by school culture. That is actually the thing that actually we want to integrate, that we decide then, if we as English teacher, that we can decide what kinds of culture that we want to create in our classroom with our students. So for example, for the other examples that if like we want to create then reading culture, speaking culture, right? So we can come up with what kinds of lesson plans and keep or that can help the student and keep continue using or keep continue practicing reading and speaking English, okay, after the class. So if I speaking, we teach them, okay, to practice in front of the class, impromptu speaking, for example. So they will like enhance their vocab, and then they will increase their motivation and also the confidence level. So when they go outside, okay, when they run their life and when they meet the people then outside the class, they will still practice it because they are being cultured. So we can start thinking about this. We can start to self-check about ourselves. Have we provided this school culture, this a good environment, a healthy environment, healthy culture for our students at our pace? And what kinds of school culture actually we want to integrate? Okay, so we can ask these types of questions, and I think Christina Hinton's helped us and to refresh this, okay, to help ourselves and to improve, to be a better teacher. Okay, so for that is for us. Okay, that is just a starting warm up. Okay, now I start to go into the points or to the heart of this presentation. So the technology that I used to use or we used to use in at our university. That is, we have involved in innovation. For since 2019, number one is augmented reality, or we call it as AR, and number two is mobile apps. So both of these technologies, then we have infused it together with the book, a reference book or module that we use with our students. So if you are familiar with augmented reality, so what does it mean by if you are not familiar, definitions of it. Augmented reality augments your surroundings by adding digital elements to a live view, often by using the camera on a smartphone. So AR is not new to the worldwide. So if you go into the kids reference or kids book as well, they have used this AR to students or to the kids. So what happened is that, for example, then the animal book, right? So for these kids, then they will use maybe the parents' mobile phone, that they will scan the book, the marker in the book, the picture of an elephant, for example. And then when they scan the picture, then the elephant that will come alive, will come in a live view on the screen of the smartphone. So they will learn the live picture of an elephant. They will see on how actually the elephants are moving, and that they will see that the elephants has trunk, the color of the elephants, and then the size of the elephants. It is so interesting. That's for kids. But how is it at the higher education? So we try to integrate it into the module where, for example, I will reserve the further explanations, the details of the use of this augmented reality in this book after this. What about the mobile apps? Another technology that we use, that we want to enhance ourselves, to improve our module, is we have to use we use mobile apps. So for PBI 10102, English for Communication 1, so this subject is a university subject which will be taken for all the undergraduate semester 1. So with these mobile apps, students then they will have they can download the apps, and then they can have their own fun time, with the language quiz game. So all the formal contents, the knowledge, and then the notes, all then provided in the books. Later on, then they can have the fun time with the language quiz game related under the subject content. It's not like a language quiz game that we can find in the other apps, but this one is specifically for PPL 10102. All right. So further explanation. So far then, if you have any questions, then you can always interrupt me. That I am okay with that. Yeah, I'm ready then to help to clarify things. So the first one is how to upgrade the module efficiency by using the AR application. Let me show you the demo. Please allow me, and we can watch the demo first on how actually the AR works in this book. If you cannot hear the audio, then please let me know. Yeah. Dr. Carlo and Mrs. Natalia, is audio then okay? Audio of this video.
I can listen the audio.
You cannot listen to the audio.
No.
All right.
Can't.
The audio is not working. It's okay. So
Okay.
I have to stop this. So if the audio is not working, you cannot hear any sounds, isn't it?
Oh.
All right. So I have to leave the slides first. and I have to go this manually. Okay. Hopefully the sound's okay now. The audio is okay, right, Doctor and Miss Natalia?
Not yet. No,
Not
not yet. Not yet.
Cannot? Still cannot hear any sounds?
I can't.
Okay. Should I stop sharing first? New share. Okay, I stop sharing, yeah? I stop sharing for a while. What is that? What about this video? What about this video?
No sound.
I can the video. I can see the video.
You can see the video. Alright.
Copy the link on another window.
Yep. Okay, yep. I try again.
No, I can't. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, for the technical.
Yeah, 2020 was the year that TikTok took over. The kids love it. Everybody else says it's a waste of time.
Yeah, Dr. Carlo and Miriam and Mrs. Natalia then. So I'm sorry for the technical just now and all the audience. I'm sorry for that.
Can you share the link I share? Or I'll send the link to the chat.
Right, I have to. Yeah. I still see my slides now. I stop share. Okay. For a moment. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Here is the link for the for the demo on AR. Okay, for the demo on AR. So this is the link. Maybe you can watch later. Okay, the demo of AR on how actually we use it in our module after this. So I share again my screen on the slides. Okay, so in that video that we can see that the students will use a smartphone. Okay, it is actually that it is very efficient when the students they can use a smartphone then to scan the marker inside the book. So now if like you can see this lady stand picture, so this is the marker that actually we mark for students that to scan. So when they scan, what will pop up on their screens is the content that we have provided as a content creator, that we can decide what kinds of content that we want to put. Okay, so most of the time that we put videos. So for this time then what videos that we come out are all the demo video. Okay, so voice out 2.0 or this book is actually focusing on the speaking skill. Okay, so it provide some inputs on how actually the students then can be a better presenter. So most of the time that the video we provided, okay, in this AR are all the demos, all the samples on how they should perform. Okay, because we know for teacher speaking that it needs us, okay, to be creative, and then it takes a long time then to take the practice with students and to show some demo to students on how actually they should perform their speaking style, right? So for having this AR, it will help us, okay, to save time. Okay, so we don't have to really like show them in class. Okay, this is the demo, and then this is you should do, and this and we can have practice. No, it cut times very well. Okay, so that is the use of AR. So how it is practiced, that is it. Okay, the students will use their own smartphone and then they can just scan it and then they will watch, or they will have all the contents that have been provided by us, by the English teachers. And another one, the benefits of having this AR is like we want to drive the students, our students, then to become an independent language learners. We don't want to spoon feed everything, okay, to our students. So to improve us as a teachers, then I think it is good then not to get students then to be spoon fed every time. Okay, so we have to let them then to have their own time, to have their own space, and to treasure or to explore the language. So this AR then will allow the students then to do that. Okay, like for example then, okay, students, you can go at your home then to watch the demo, and you can scan, explore all the video samples they provided by using a smartphone. In class, where we can only focus is that all the theory parts, okay, and we can finish all the syllabus very well, and it depends on the students then. Okay, they can go and watch later at their own pace. Okay, so that is the use of AR application. I think, and we have proven that that this AR application that was really good in receiving the feedbacks. So we can see the results of the after using of AR. Now we can see the results, the SM results of the students. So that based on the results that we can see that many of the students and they can get good grade, a B plus score then increase than the previous results. So that shows that the use of the AR actually can help the students in actually increasing or helping them with good grade. That is the first one. So this link provided here, then this link is like if you want to watch later on how how actually this AR application or how these innovations actually work, okay, in a full explanations or description, then you can always go after this. Okay, I will pass the slides then to Dr. Carlo after this. Yeah, that is number one I would like to share. And number two is about the technology, about the model, about the mobile apps. Okay. So using technology, even though we are not technology savvy, like me, for example, like me, I'm not technology savvy. I'm not good in technology even. But my belief is that technology, it can blend well with education and it works well with education because of students that nowadays we know that they are good in they're faster in adapting themselves with technology, isn't it? So why not that we take this chance even when we are not good. I'm not really good in technology, but I believe one thing that technology can do and can bring benefits to students. So mobile apps is another thing that actually we can infuse, that we can actually inject or integrate in our module. Okay, so for these times, mobile apps, students that they can download, okay, we name it as Compastic. So what is the idea behind, okay, why we come up with this Compastic or this mobile apps is because of we want to find solutions to the English teaching and learning problems that we are having, that we are currently facing with our students. So if I don't know if at your university, that Frontera University, that I'm not sure whether you have the LMS or not, learning management system. But we at UNISA, we have one. We name it as Leap. Okay, so basically then we have many problems with this LMS. So we have to find solutions to it. So this mobile app, it offers solution. Okay, it offers a good solutions and for these LMS problems. So what actually the teachers then can find from these mobile apps, it can be assessment tool as well. Okay, so it's not only teaching aids. Okay, it is not only for teaching aid, teaching and learning aids, but it can be assessment tool as well. So when the students then they participate with this language quiz game, okay, the results at the end, okay, the teachers then they can analyze, okay, on what stage or what levels actually the students then can cope or can achieve for certain topic, right? So for this module PPR 101 or 2, what we have inside is all the language skips except for listening. So we have speaking, we have reading, and also writing. So for the mobile apps, for the language quiz game provided are also equipped, okay, are also fulfill all these topics. So it cover all the topics, okay, and based on the achievement or the score that the students got after they have finished the language quiz game, the teacher and also the students themselves, okay, they can analyze themselves whether they are in level 1 or level 2 or level 3. Okay, so for the level 1, for example, if they get a good grade, it means or it signifies that they have achieved good level of remember and understand level in Bloom taxonomy. For example, if they got low score for level 3, for example, it means that they need to do something, okay, for that topic, or they evaluate and create a level in Bloom's taxonomy. So that's how actually it works for the assessment tool, okay, by using the mobile app. So that one win-win situation for the teacher and as well as the students. Students will enjoy their time and have the quiz game, and at the same time, then the teacher that easy to get analysis, the results analysis. And after all, then it solve problems with LMS, with the attendance. Okay, then the students can take these mobile apps as to fulfill the class attendance. So basically, then that this mobile apps is one of the solutions to the problems we have in teaching and learning, okay, that we have currently. So that's the idea. Okay, there is a short story, okay, or short sharing about the two technologies that we have, okay, mobile apps and also the AR. And this all shows or the evidence, okay, that to prove that the technologies that are actually well accepted, okay, fulfill all the criteria of the innovations, wins the hearts of the society, the juries, and also the students in terms of the novelty, in terms of the usefulness, environmental friendliness, of course. Okay, no need to copy, print many pages. Okay, social impact and human development, commercial potentialities and readiness, of course. And students then they have to buy the book. Okay, so before I wrap up this presentation, I would like to bring results pyramid by Jill Novak, okay, to the English teachers and Peruvian English teachers. If after this that we have new practice, if after this that we have new innovations, or maybe you want to start, okay, doing new practice after this, you can start by looking at this results pyramid. We can start from the level 1 until 4 by the first one, experience. Try to get your experience, gather your experience, what experience you have with you, with your students, or in your place. After that, go into belief and instill some belief inside. So like is here that what our belief is that we believe into the 21st century learning. We believe that technology is good for students. So then we take actions. Okay, so we try to get the mobile apps and also AR, for example. And after that, last, and we try to get results. Okay, do some analysis, do some research on it, whether it's good or not, whether we can continue using those technologies or not, or maybe we have to modify it a bit, or maybe we can just stop it because it doesn't bring any benefits to students. So these are actually the things that I think will benefit to us as a teachers, and that we can foresee, or we can take actions after this to improve our teaching skill in English teaching and learning. Last but not least, then I share Christina Hinton's statement. You can do really small things and they can have a big impact on happiness. So we believe by making our students happy, and our students will be motivated and to be and to learn English language then continuously. Muchas gracias and adios, everyone.
We thank Mrs. Saliana Binti Sabalodi for your speech. So I ask the participants to ask their questions. You can raise your hand or use the chat box. Does anyone have any questions?
I can find the questions then in the chat. What kinds of strategies are most effective within your classroom? What other competencies must my students have to use strategies? Okay, I would like to answer the second question first. By the way, at our university then, what we cater all the university subjects, and it comes from various backgrounds of students and various levels of students. So it is actually mixed level of students in one class. So to use this strategy, I think it suits for all levels. Okay, not only levels. Okay, it can be from the basic, from the low level, and then intermediate, and also advanced level. But it can also apply to any backgrounds of the students. I think it's not only for university level, but it can go across to the secondary or primary school as well. Analogy, I think it is very suitable. It can well adapt, okay, by any level of students. That's my belief, and because we have tried it before. And the first question: what kind of strategies are most effective within your classroom? What kind of strategies? Strategies effective within your classroom. What strategies you mean by it, Dr. Carlo? I think your intention is to ask about the motivation.
Motivation. Yeah.
All right. So for this one, extrinsic motivation, I have tried before. I gave rewards to students. I gave praise. And praise was my title during my diploma time. So during my diploma time, the results then shows that students, they like, what do we call it? Okay, now I forgot about it. But we can do it verbally. For the praise, we can do it verbally, but please don't mention their name. Okay, just praise. Okay, good. You are doing good. Group 1, you can say that one. Okay, you are doing great job. Okay, group 2, for example, that kinds of external motivation, external motivation that, or praise that we can do in our class. And giving rewards is another, I think, most effective within my classroom. My students then delight when they receive token from us. And I still remember my time, during my time being a student as well. I have received one book, and I still remember that lecturer. Until now, I still remember that lecturer and his name. Okay, so I think if I can answer this well, that giving rewards. Giving rewards is the most suitable, is the most effective strategies for my students, and maybe for your students as well. You should try.
Saliana, the motivation is all the class. In all the class, yes? The student engage our class, for example.
Sorry,
Yes?
Doctor?
The motivation is in all our class. Yes? All our lesson, our session. Yes? Or no?
Yes. The motivation is for our students.
Yeah, for our students, yes. It's all the
Yes.
class.
It's all the class.
Yes.
Is our class for the extrinsic motivation. Okay, this is for our students and how actually we can motivate our students and how actually we can provide the extrinsic motivation. What kinds of it? I'm sorry if I'm not answering you, Dr. Carlo.
Okay, thank you, Saliana. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, welcome.
Thank you.
Any more questions? By the way, that I think I have no time. Then I have not. I do not have ample time then to show all the videos. I have videos actually to show the mobile apps, and then this all links. If you can see in my slide, then they are all links. So after this, then you can go to the links, and maybe you can get the further descriptions of the products. Yeah, and the demo of the product as well. The demo of the mobile apps as well. Okay, I have it now, but I don't think that I have enough time then to go for it. But after this, maybe I can give the link to Dr. Carlo then, so everyone then, if you are interested to know about the mobile apps and also the AR, then you can get the links from Dr. Carlo. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm running out of time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Clear for me. Yeah. Thank you. Natalie?
Welcome.
I invite you all to our next webinar, which will be held on 1st July at 10:30 a.m. Peru time, the same Zoom link. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Mrs. Salina.
Welcome.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Adios.
Adios. Thank you for excellent presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See you again, Doctor.
Thank you.